Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again.
It's time for the J. Craig 5, maybe 10-minute movie review.
Jason Catron, how the hell are you?
Well, Craig Miller, I wish I was better. Welcome back to another edition of the 5-minute, 10-minute movie review with the J. Craig.
That's right, goddammit. And we have a very special episode today because one of the biggest proponents and lovers of a galaxy far, far away, saw a movie last night, and I'm dying to know what he thought of it.
I did see Star Wars The Last Jedi last night, man. So let me tell you a little story. So I went to the theater last night, 10:20 show, missed the early show, got there an hour and a half before the movie started to get in line, and I have never had to park so far away from the theater. I was like, holy crap, this is crazy. Everyone was there to see Star Wars last night. Everyone was there to see Star Wars last night. We get in line, people are dressed up, there's excitement brewing, everyone's excited, I'm pumped, I can't wait to see a Star Wars movie on the screen again. And then this really cool thing happens where you sit down, the screen goes black, and the Lucasfilm icon or logo comes on the screen, and the people start clapping. And I'm like, yeah, Star Wars, and the logo comes on, and the music swells, and the scroll happens. You're like, I'm reading something for Star Wars. This is the first time I'm seeing it. This is awesome. That excitement gave me chills. And the crowd, that energy level was so palpable. That energy and that excitement dissipated almost immediately as that movie started.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, what are you trying to say?
So what I'm trying to say, Craig, is, how should I put this? Star Wars The Last Jedi sucked.
Really? No, it didn't.
It did. Craig, I am a big Star Wars fan. I have never walked out of a Star Wars movie feeling as despondent, as depressed, and as just...
I think you're jerking my chain.
I'm not jerking your chain. I did not like this movie. And I had optimism and excitement for Rian Johnson to bring something new to Star Wars. Instead, people, by the way, I am not going to be spoiler heavy here. I'm going to be very, very vague with my overall description here. I'm going to keep it loose.
Keep it loose.
But
man.
I had such expectations going into this movie as far as being something different. Yes, we got the cookie cutter Force Awakens, which was just A New Hope with a new shell over it. And I got it. I understood it because it bridged the gap between the young and the new, and it brought everyone together. And I thought to myself, there's no way in hell they are going to do Empire Strikes Back for the second movie. Well, folks, here I'm going to tell you, if you want to see Return of the Jedi, just don't go see Episode 9. Just watch Return of the Jedi, because I guarantee you it'll be beat for beat what Return of the Jedi is. It is just, it should be called Star Wars Shades of Empire Strikes Back. It's not good, man. I have a hard time finding things to like about it. There's some fun stuff that happens. Of course, it's Star Wars, so you have some good moments. There is not one scene that I want to go back to rewatch again.
Really?
There's not one scene that gave me that, holy cow, I'm getting to see this for the first time. Now, there's lots of moments of member berries. We got a lot of member berries in Force Awakens. There's a lot of member berries in this. And there's a lot of moments where are surprising that they turn it on you. There's a lot of moments where they were going down a road where I was like, oh no, don't do that. And then they don't do it. They switch it. I'm like, okay, good. They tricked me. But there's far too many moments where they do something unique, and it's followed by stupid moments throughout the movie. It's Marvelized and Disneyfied. I could not...
God, I really wish you hadn't said Disneyfied and Marvelified.
That's what I felt, man. I felt that it was just from the very first moment of the story.
Its own unique thing.
It was just all slapsticky and fun. I was like, what are you doing? Okay, we've had now 9 Star Wars movies. We get it. We don't need to go back and retrace every single movie that we've seen.
Well,
we've seen those movies. Make something new.
Let me say this, though. As much as the Star Wars fan community and people derided the prequel films, at least he tried to tell a new story. You got hints of that story in the first movie, but he told a new trilogy.
It was
right?
new. New stuff.
All the new, there was no. I mean, you had Obi-Wan was in it. That was and Anakin by default,
and Yoda.
But
you have that cast of characters.
All worlds, all new stuff, all new storyline. People are like, "What's that Star Wars?"
Right.
Okay, it can't always be the same fucking thing.
This is just another example of going right back to the damn well and showing you the same freaking thing that we have seen time and time again. I do not want to see Empire Strikes Back again. I would rather watch The Empire Strikes Back. Now, there are different moments throughout the movie that aren't like Empire, but it's more like Jedi. I mean, give me a break, man. I will take the George Lucas prequels right now before I take this new set of trilogy. Now, this is also coming from somebody who walked out of Force Awakens elated with the nostalgia factor.
You were quite happy with that movie, and I was like, I didn't like it.
I am very disappointed in the direction of Rian Johnson. It felt like he wasn't even a part of this movie. He just made a Star Wars movie. It didn't have anything about him that I felt I watched in his previous movies.
What about how it's photographed and put together?
I mean, it looks nice. It looks nice, and there's some great effects to it, but I don't fucking care about that. I want a story. I want characters to make sense. There's so many stupid what the F moments that happen, which make me go, what the did that come from? Why are they doing that? It was time and time again that I just found myself just completely devoid of entertainment value anymore. I laughed, I chuckled, to the point where I stopped laughing because I was like, oh God, get over it already. I'm done with this. But there are so many missed opportunities in this movie.
The reason I'm so shocked is, well, I'm shocked obviously because Jason Catron thinks a Star Wars movie sucks. But I'm doubly.
I'm surprised myself, man.
Yeah, I'm doubly shocked because everything I keep hearing about it and reading is it takes bold new directions.
No.
It's the most emotional film.
No.
In the series, it's this, it's that. So I don't understand where that's coming from.
It's because none of that's true. None of that's true.
Is it all just a big like Disney paid farce?
Absolutely, man. It's just there's none of that. There's some bold moves because they they do things that I've never seen done before. I'm like, well, that was weird. And then, you have setups of characters that don't materialize to anything. You have the three main characters who, one of them has a really good moment that almost happens, and it's nullified by someone else's action, which nullifies that whole moment. You have two characters that we wanted to see in this movie, who we finally get to see, and they really do not deliver on the goods that we wanted to see from them. I don't want to see Episode 9. I don't care where the story's going now. I'm very disappointed, Craig, and this is coming from someone who loves Star Wars, and I wanted to love this movie. I had no reason to not love it, but as I'm watching it, I just felt like a part of me dying because it was just rewashed, it was just retreaded. It had this very first scene. I'm like, oh, okay, we're starting off with Empire. I hope this gets out of the way. Oh no, look, there's Dagobah. I guess we're on Dagobah in a way. It's a rehash. There's nothing new. It's between the Princess Leia tributes. It's obviously a lot about her, but it's between that and the missed opportunities between all the characters that we're getting involved with, the storylines between Poe and Finn and Rey. Rey's has a little bit, Finn's has a little bit. Poe is just comic relief. He's just Mr. Wise Guy throughout the movie.
So basically, what you're saying is Disney bought Star Wars, and it's become a product.
Yep.
Family entertainment product for them to churn out a movie every couple of years, and that's it's no longer a self-identified thing.
I'll put it this way: they are not evolving the story. They are simply just going back to what worked and putting new characters involved and making little changes to make it seem like it's not Empire Strikes Back. It's just more of the same, and I'm really disappointed because I thought that was just a one-time deal to get people in the audience, to get people to really remember Star Wars where it used to be. It's not the case.
Let's be honest. I mean, they're not out to make a great movie that's going to endure for generations and generations. George Lucas wanted to do that. George Lucas was trying everything he could and putting his own money behind things to make the best movies that he could and things that would stand the test of time. Disney is worried about getting their movie out before Christmas, capitalizing on the holiday box office season, and making a shit ton of money.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, and that's it. And you know what? Right now, I really yearn for the George Lucas magic. I mean, yes, the prequels weren't great, but they were newer ideas. They were fresh stories. Yes, they weren't great. Yes, there was problems with them. But I got to tell you, I just miss those days. The more I feel, the more I think about it, the angrier I get. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to fear. Fear leads to suffering. And I'm suffering right now through this movie. So that's my take, man. My 5-minute, 10-minute movie review. If you go see it, folks, because be your own judge, please. Don't take my word for it. You might love it. Sure, people will love it.
Go see it anyway. Yeah.
All right, Craig.
All right, man.
Adios, brother.
Sorry.
Fuck you.